Hello, my name is Brian and this is Old School Gaming. And I know what you're thinking, this is nothing to do with gaming, but this is one of my little electronics videos, just showing you how you can pretty much make a circuit out of anything. And yes, this is a beer cap, the top of a beer bottle. So this is actually a static electricity detector. Just let me rub my pen in my hair a minute and what little hair I've got left. And there you go. Detects negative static electricity. And this one is in the process of being built, which is going to detect positive electricity. And all I've done is join 3 transistors together, these particular ones. These are the C2878 transistors, which the circuit for that is pretty much... No, that's the wrong one. The circuit for this one, the positive one, is pretty much that. If you can see all that there. Ghost detector. And the circuit for that was the positive one. The circuit for the negative one is pretty much that. So that's what I've used to do it anyway. Forget this. This here, this isn't a potentiometer. This here is just I put in a resistor by there, I think, but it wasn't actually 25k. You can mess about with the value of that resistor, and just that there, that is just an LED, but you can put something else in there, like a what they call, I can't remember what they're called now, because I got this circuit off another site, off someone else's little site, a very handy circuit. And like I said, these particular transistors, which are the C2878 transistors, and luckily also these transistors, which are A1015 PNP ones, both have the emitter collector base in that order. So all I've pretty much done is, like on the circuit, is this the right one? Yes, this is the positive one. In the circuit you have to have the emitter pretty much joined to the base, so it's handy that these are emitter collector base, because all you do then is you do it backwards. You do the emitter of that one going to the base of that one, but you sort of do it backwards with these, if you know what I mean. So that emitter, the first one on there is the emitter, so that's this one. So if I had to reverse it, that's this one, and then the base of the one on the right of it, because it's a emitter collector base, and so on. You just join them together side by side. Join the collectors up to the can. You have to scrape a bit of the paint off the top of the top of the bottle top. That's all. You can use, I think you can use probably tin can if you cut a shape out of it. I tried it with, I think it's aluminium drink cans. The magnets don't stick to, I think that's aluminium. And basically the solder is a sod, it will not stick to that. So, well, it's not the solder, it's the metal that the solder doesn't stick to. But with the tin cans, with the bottle tops, pardon me, it sticks really well, the solder. So basically on this one, my cap is the negative, is my negative ground, because on this circuit the negative goes to all the collectors, which is the middle pin on these. So I put all, oh, I got a bit of static there, see. So I put the middle pins all onto the cap, but on the other one, this is going to be positive, the cap. Where on this one I have a little lead soldered into the back part of the can, which is going to my negative, and the positive is coming off the end of the LED, like it does on this circuit. Do I actually have, yeah, and I have a little resistor there, see. But on this one, on the other one, the can is going to be the positive. because all the collectors on this one go to the positive, which then go through a resistor and into an LED. And as you can see, I've used a little bit of hot glue to stick down the LED and around the resistors there, because they're flapping in the wind. The transistors are alright, because once you've pretty much soldered the collector pin to there, then it chocks away there pretty secure. And like I said, then all you do is you join the base and the emitter together of the transistors there, and afterwards I'm going to mount them both in this tub. So basically it's a plastic tub, and we're going to mount them so you have the LEDs coming out of the hole there. One's going to be that way, one's going to be the other way over there, look, on that side. And then here and here, top and bottom, are probably going to put a piece of foil or something like that to pick up the electrical charge, the static electric, the tongue twister, the static electric charge. So basically, there you go. If you haven't got a circuit board, then don't let it stop you, just go for it, try anything. Like I said, try a tin can. I think food cans, I think they pretty much, I'm not sure, I'm sure I tried it before, but not completely certain, so I'm going to try it again sometime soon as I've got a spare tin can that hasn't gone out for the recycling. Then I'm going to try that. So try it yourself at home, just a bit of static there, and once it's finished I'll have a nice little static thing joined up to a 9-volt battery. Look, just actually make your own little holder there out of the top of an old battery. You just take the top off, hot glue it on the back. You can even use the bottom of the battery, as I've said before in one of my videos. Bottom of the battery, take that off and stick it on the back of I think I did that on this one. I stuck it on the back of the hot glue, but I don't know why this one fell off, but all the others I've done, they've always stayed on fine. And then see, you just solder the wires into it. You've got to be careful when you're soldering the wires onto these though, because basically they're on top of plastic, so whenever I do it, I give it a scrape first to make sure the metal's nice and rough, so you don't have to sort of have the soldering iron on there for too long trying to get the solder to stick. It'll stick pretty much quicker and better if you rough it up the back a bit, just scratch the metal. Plus I usually stick it onto, say, a piece of blue tack, which I usually use a piece of blue tack. You don't want too much heat on blue tack, mind, when you're using, because it melts onto the metal and basically sticks to the metal and it's a salt to get off. But if you just stick it so you know it's not too much over the metal there, just stick it on, use the blue tack to hold it, and then just solder it on. And then usually the plastic does melt around the metal pieces, around these metal pieces it melts, but usually you can just adjust it so it's in the right position, just on the blue tack or whatever, and just let it dry, give it a blow on it, let it dry quick, and then it just stays as strong as ever when it's dried up, the plastic. Anyway, and that's the easy way of making the 9-volt thing to go to it. But I've done something now and it's not working, so I've taken the battery off. It'd be good if it could work without a battery, and it really is. And I think you can pretty much use this circuit. You don't have to use a 9-volt battery. It might even be better with, say, a 3-volt, something like that, because I have done them with 3 volts. And like I say, if you can make it small enough, you could have a little button cell maybe. I was thinking of trying that myself, but there you go. Nice little ideas with basically nothing much. And I got these transistors pretty much, well, these ones I got for free anyway, because I took them out of an old television that was, well, I trashed the television was messed up, so an old-fashioned CRT television, took the transistors out. Any electronics you've got, just take the transistors out, test them, see if they're PNP or PNP, see if they're PNP or NPN, and then, you know, use them how you want to use them. Just test them in a breadboard first, one of these little fellas best, because certain transistors work best for certain things, so you know, test them if they work good for it. There you go, just get it done, mate. Have a nice little bit of fun there. So this has been my ghost detector, static detector circuit. I just dropped my pen. Oh, I always drop my pen in school, I was. There you go. And the other LED I'm going to do is red for is it positive? This one's negative, I think. Yeah, the other one I'm going to do red for positive. You can do it the other way around if you want, but I like the idea of, there you go, I was holding the aerial there. So, see you again next time, guys. Maybe another electronics one, maybe a gaming one. So long, guys.